All right, let's dive into what might just be one of the most incredible adventures you could ever imagine in East Africa. We're going to break down an epic 15-day luxury safari that takes you deep into the jaw-dropping landscapes of both Rwanda and Tanzania.
Okay, just look at these highlights. I mean, seriously. We're talking four completely different, absolutely life-changing experiences all rolled into one trip. You're going to track endangered mountain gorillas, then explore the raw, untouched wilderness of Katavi. After that, you'll meet chimpanzees in the Mahale Mountains, and top it all off by just kicking back on Tanzania's gorgeous sandy beaches. This isn't just a vacation, it's the definition of a bucket list journey.
So, you're probably wondering, who put something this massive together? Well, this whole adventure is carefully curated by the experts at My African Traveler. You can think of them as the master architects of this entire experience, making sure every single complex detail just flows perfectly so your trip feels personal and completely seamless. Now for the first major part of this journey, the quest for the great apes. And let me tell you, this is where the adventure gets really, really powerful. We're heading straight into the heart of Rwanda and Tanzania for two very different but equally profound primate encounters. So, where does it all begin? Picture this, you're in Rwanda, famously known as the land of 1,000 hills. We're heading right for the stunning Virunga volcanoes. It's this incredible chain of misty, dramatic peaks that serves as the backdrop for our very first trek, deep inside the legendary Volcanoes National Park.
Now this is so important to understand. This is the real deal. It's not like going to a zoo. You start super early with a briefing from your expert ranger who lays down all the rules for this incredibly rare encounter. Then comes the trek itself. And yeah, it's a challenge. We're talking 4 to 8 hours through some tough, steep jungle. But the reward, wow, the payoff is that third step, a full, magical hour spent just being with a gorilla family as they go about their lives.
And this quote from someone who's been there, it just says it all. Coming across these amiable primates is quite awe-inspiring as you watch them go about their daily lives, playing, grooming, and eating. I mean, can you even imagine that? The word awe-inspiring almost doesn't seem to do it justice. It's a moment that will stick with you forever.
But believe it or not, the Great Ape Quest isn't over yet. We go from the quiet, immense power of the gorillas to a totally different kind of energy. The next adventure has you listening for the frenetic pant hoots of chimpanzees, deep in the jungles of Tanzania's Mahale Mountains. What a great description, right? Frenetic pant hoots. It perfectly captures that wild energy. All right, so after those incredible primate encounters, the adventure shifts gears again. We're leaving the dense forest and heading straight into Africa's untamed wilderness. We're going to explore the remote and unbelievably wild Katavi National Park, truly one of the last great wilderness areas left on the planet.
And when I say wild, I really mean it. Get a load of this number, 3,000. You know what that is? That's roughly how many hippos can cram into a single waterhole in Katavi during the dry season. It's a concentration of wildlife that's almost impossible to even imagine.
And here's what makes Katavi the ultimate safari secret. On the one hand, you have this mind-blowing game viewing. Huge herds of elephants, crocs, lions, all gathered around the last bits of water. And on the other hand, because it's so hard to get to, there's hardly anyone else there. It's just you. So you get maximum wildlife with minimum crowds. It's the perfect safari equation. Okay, deep breath. After all that adrenaline and pure adventure, the journey does a complete 180. We go from the wild, rugged bush to the final, serene chapter of the trip. Total relaxation on the beautiful, peaceful beaches of Ras Kutani in Tanzania. And this is just the perfect way to wind down. You can be as active or as chilled out as you want. Go kayaking, do some snorkeling, maybe get a massage, which you'll probably deserve after all that trekking. It's the ideal spot to just stop and let everything you've just seen and experienced really sink in. So, you might be thinking, how does a trip with so many moving parts feel so easy and seamless? Well, that all comes down to the promise from My African Traveler. Let's take a quick look at why you're in such good hands for a trip of this scale. First things first, expertise. We're talking about a team with over 20 years of experience. These folks know these places inside and out, not just the famous spots, but all the little details that make a trip go from great to absolutely flawless and stress-free. Next up, personalization. This is not some cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all package. They actually work with you to design a trip that fits your interests, your budget, and how you like to travel. It's all about making it your dream safari.
Then there's quality, and this is a big one. They only partner with the best of the most amazing, comfortable, and luxurious lodges and camps in Africa. This means the place you rest your head at night is just as incredible as the adventures you have during the day.
And finally, this is so crucial. Peace of mind. When you're traveling to remote places, you want to know someone has your back. They provide 24/7 support and even include emergency evacuation insurance. You are completely looked after, from the moment you land to the moment you leave.
All right, let's quickly get down to the nitty-gritty. So what's included? Basically everything you need on the ground. All your transfers, your own private vehicle and guide, that all-important gorilla permit, and your accommodations with meals. What you'll handle separately are things like your visa fees, your international flights to get there, and any personal souvenirs. So after walking through all of that, from the powerful humility of being with gorillas to the untamed wild of Katavi and the peaceful calm of the coast, it really just boils down to one simple question, doesn't it? Are you ready to create memories that will truly last a lifetime?